I think it's important for a number of reasons. The first one is to let them know that you're trying to promote programs that would help their constituents, help their residents in their own districts. And on a statewide basis, we're all trying to promote economic development, job creation, and increased tax values across the state. And by showing up and letting them know that these are priorities for their constituents and their residents and ourselves as economic development professionals, you're letting them know that this is something to watch for when a bill comes in front of them with potential funding for a DEED program, whether it's redevelopment grant funding or Minnesota Investment Fund program or Job Creation Fund. We want them to know that these are important issues and please support them.
Well, if we don't engage, who will? So this is what we're brought together to advance and do. It's our profession, and we have to take it seriously because we want to. I think the one thing that binds us all together is we like to see impact, and in our world we can see some immediate impact. It's not going to be 100 years from now. We can see things, in shorter spans of maybe 1, 5, 10 years. And so if we're going to be more effective at what we're doing, we need our tools. And there's a partnership with the state of Minnesota in that. So our legislators need to be there with us, whether it's the Job Creation Fund, the Minnesota Investment Fund, other tools. Those are very important that we have to keep in our tool belt. So it's our profession and we need to own it. And the impact can be felt for generations to come. And it's just great for future people that want to enjoy and be prosperous throughout our region and state.
My first day in law school, one of my professors, who was a former state senator and a former appeals court judge, Jack Davies, started with the words, "The world is run by those who show up." And that's the best way, I think, to summarize the reason why people should be interested in the legislative process, because those who show up, those who make their issues clear, are the ones who are going to carry the day in the Senate or the House, and their will be done. So that's the reason why showing up is so important.
It's so important because we hear from lobbyists all the time, but it's so important that we hear from the people who live in our districts, and because we can relate very easily to the challenges that are being faced because we live there. It's also nice to know that you've got the support of your local communities when you're advocating for a project or a proposal, and so knowing that you've got that support behind you really, really helps us as we try to influence our peers.
We're not the ones that know about the projects on the ground, and so it's absolutely vital that people come and tell us what's coming up or what's happening now, or what kind of laws that need to be changed to make certain projects happen. So it's 100% absolutely vital that you come and talk to us.
Well, a lot of our programs that economic developers work with are state programs, and we need to keep those programs in place so that we're able to assist our businesses. Legislators want to see economic development, and those tools are often the way we get it done. So we need to be talking to them about it.